So lecture 1 of 5, introductions, what we're going to learn in this subtopic introduction is define a random variable, identify discrete random variables and continuous random variables. Okay, define the probability distribution. The subtopic 6.1, the introductions to random variables. Okay. Alright, now let's learn how to define random variables. So what is random variable? A variable whose value depends on outcome of a random experiment. Okay? So now let's identify discrete random variables and continuous random variables. Okay, so you've learned this in topic 4 before. Okay, discrete and continuous. Okay, let's see what is the difference between these two. Okay, discrete. What is discrete, everybody? Recall back your topic 4 before this. What is discrete? You can do what? You can count it. Okay, it is a countable values which is supposed to be whole numbers. Count it. Okay, it means by discrete random variables. What is example of countable values? Like number of students who get 4 flat in PSPN 1, right? Or before that. Congratulations on your good results. Okay, very good. A6, even though you, what is it? How many people? How many students got A for PSPN 1 for Kuliah A6? 41. 41 out of 76. Not bad, okay? More than half. More than half, okay? We can do better in semester 2, okay? Ada berapa kuliah semua? 7. Ada 7 kuliah. We're the last one. Sorry to spoil your good moods, okay? We'll try Sem 2, okay? Continuous random variables is values where it falls within an interval, okay? Let's say pointers. Pointers kan banyak, okay? Pointers kan banyak. Let's say 3.75 to a 4 flat. Kan banyak. It probably 3.83, 3.84. Jenuh kita nak senarai. There's so many numbers between the interval of 3.75 to 4 flats, right? Okay? Alright, now let's go to define probability distribution. So, probability distribution, kita hanya belajar untuk specifically untuk discrete sahaja. Okay, discrete probability distribution. Okay, so if we have a function, okay, we can name it as probability distribution function. Okay, PDF. From the function, we can list all possible values that random variable can take together with the associated probabilities. Okay, we can denote with probability of x equals to x or fx. Okay, same thing. Probability of x equals to x ataupun fx. Okay, depends on your questions. Just follow. Kalau dia guna probability of x equals to, then use this one. If it's use fx, then use fx. Okay, so we can denote it as the probability when a random variable x is x. Sound the same. Bunyi macam sama. This is capital letter of x. This is small letter of x. Okay? Difference. Beza tu. Okay? Lain ni lain. Dua benda yang berbeza. Okay? Two different things. Okay? So, what is capital letter of x? What is small letter of x? Okay. So, untuk capital letter of x, okay, x is the random variables. Means the general one. General. Don't know which values. Okay? But, when it comes to small letter of x, it's going to be the value. Dia akan jadi value. Okay, so let's say the general random variables, okay, the sum of the score on the 2 dice. Okay, this is our capital letter of x. Okay, but when it comes to its value, when it comes to the scores, it's going to be the small letter of x. It could be 0, it could be 1, it could be 2, 3, 4. Okay, depends on the scores. Okay, bergantung pada score, right? Okay, let's take a look at example. You have 2 coins that toss simultaneously. Okay, we make this kind of experiment, very classic experiment. So we will learn this in the previous lecture. Okay, So let's say the possible outcomes, kalau you toss the coins, 2 coins, you're going to get head or tail. Okay, sama ada dapat head ataupun tail. Okay, so you're going to get either first, you're going to get head first, then later you're going to get tail. Okay, you know which one. Okay, later, okay, kita baling lagi satu coin sebab dia kata toss simultaneously. Okay, you're probably going to get both tails. Okay, or one is head, the other is tail. Okay, first is head, the second is tail, or probably first is tail, second is head, or both are heads. Okay, so this is the possible outcomes. Ini adalah outcomes you akan dapat if you chose 2 coins. Okay, so what is the random variables? Okay, random variables dia spesifik sikit. Okay, so you nak daripada the outcomes ataupun you punya experiment, what you going to get from this? Apa you nak buat kajian ke atas apa? Okay, so let's say X is specifically on the number of heads from tossing 2 coins. You nak tengok apa? You nak tengok heads saja. Okay, look at your outcomes. Okay, look at your outcomes. Okay, you nak apa? Number of heads. Okay, you not necessary to put it on table. Okay, tak semestinya buat dalam table. Okay, just want to show you saja. Okay, the possible outcomes and the number of heads, but specifically X is about the number of heads. Okay, dia specific sikit. Okay, so the possible outcomes, kalau you dapat both tails, is it heads here? Is there any heads? So the number of X is no heads, means we're going to put as 0. Kita denote sebagai 0 lah sebab no heads. Okay, alright. Tail, head. Okay, how many heads we have? Ada satu saja, 1 head. Okay, so 1. We're going to denote with number, which is 1. Okay, no head, 0, 1 head, 1. Okay, first is tail, second is head. Okay, if we toss, we're going to get head, then tail. How many heads do we have? 1 juga. Okay, 1 head. Okay, 1. Alright. Both heads. How many heads? 2 heads. Okay, so we do notes with 2. Okay, so I senaraikan balik. Okay, saya senaraikan balik dalam bentuk set. Bila you nak tulis, I notice few of you kan, bila tulis sample space macam ni je. No. When you're writing the sample space, mesti tulis dengan curly brackets. Okay, make sure you put the curly brackets when you're writing the sample space. So how many of sample space here? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ada 4. Okay, so the random variables. Okay, number of heads. Kita akan tulis dia apa tadi? In general, property of X equals to X. Okay, so this is going to be the value. Okay, so kalau saya buat property of X equals to 0, okay, property of X equals to 0, apa maksud 0 ni? No head. Okay, this means no head. How many? Berapa banyak? Berapa banyak no head? Ada berapa? Ada berapa ni? No head. 1 saja. 1 daripada berapa? 4. 1 out of 4. Okay? 1 out of 4. Okay. If it's X equals to 1, kalau X sama dengan 1, berapa banyak? How many we have? X sama dengan 1. This one is 1 head. This one is another one. Only one head. So we have 2. 2 out of what? 4. Okay. So if you simplify this, you're going to get 1 over 2. Okay. What if you have 2 heads? How many 2 heads? 1 out of 4. Okay. 1 over 4. So X, capital letter of X, is the general one. The number of heads, okay? But when it comes to small letter of X, it means the value. The value with the associated probabilities. So this is random variables, okay? We can represent this distribution of discrete random variables using table. Ambil balik yang kita senaraikan tadi, this is using table. Okay? Kosong, 1 over 4, 1. 1 over 2, 2, 1 over 4. The random variables with the associated probabilities. Okay? We can also represent it using function. Okay, kalau dia kata functions means that you need to write down like this. This looks like kita belajar dulu chapter 5 functions. This is piecewise function. Very good. Okay, piecewise function. Okay, alright. Perhatikan piecewise function. Macam mana nak tulis piecewise functions ni? Okay, perhatikan piecewise function. Okay, the piecewise function, x equals to 0. This is 0. What is the probability? 1/4. X equals to 2. X equals to 2. X equals to pun 1/4. So you don't have to write it every single time. You buat sekali arung saja. 0, 2. What's the probability? 1/4. Okay, tak perlu disenaraikan satu-satu. X sama dengan 0, 1/4. X sama dengan 2, 1/4. Tak payah. Sekalikan saja. Okay, so x equals to 1. The probability is 1/2. Okay, what does this mean? What does it mean by 0 and otherwise? These are the probabilities. These are the random variables. Apa maksud 0 and otherwise? Selain daripada number 0, 1, 2. Apa maksud dia? Selain daripada nombor 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. What's the probability? 0. Wajib tulis benda ni. Walaupun tak ada dekat table, ataupun kalau bukan dalam table pun tak ada, kita senaraikan x sama 0, x sama 1 kan. Okay, just write down this one. Okay, baru complete you punya functions. Okay, baru complete you punya functions. Okay, alright. The third way to represent this probability distribution, okay, of discrete random variables is by using graph. Okay, using graph. Okay, so kalau use graph, okay, on the x-axis, okay, is the random variables, okay, random variables, okay, and on the y-axis is the probability, okay, the probability. So 0, what's the probability? 1/4, okay. X equals to 1, okay, what's the probability? Which is 1/2, okay, and for 2, the probability is 1/4. Okay, 1/4. Macam tu je graph dia. Okay, if your questions is using, okay, sebab dia sama je x equals to x ni dengan small letter of f. Okay, so if the question is using f, kita pakai f lah. Okay, kalau dia pakai f, ikut je lah soalan dia, tapi the same meaning. Okay, so probability of discrete random variables, okay, equals lah. Equals, dia hanya untuk equals saja. Equals, alright? Dia tak ada guna simbol lain, tak ada. The random variables has its own probability. Equals, okay? It denotes with equals, alright? There are two characteristics of a discrete random variables. We've learned this in previous chapter, the probability chapter. Ada dua syarat, okay? Cuma tambah satu je yang ini, okay? This one, no, okay? This is common. I mean, you've learned this in the previous chapter, probability. Probability must be between 0 and 1. Probability cannot be negative. Kalau you dapat probability dia negative 1/2, wrong. It must be between 0 and 1. You dapat probability dia 1.78, wrong. Probability must be between 0 and 1, inclusively. The probability is 0, yes, correct. Probability is 1, yes, correct. But kalau lebih pada 1, kurang pada 0, tak boleh. Mesti between 0 and 1. Okay. Total probability for all value of x must be 1. Mesti 1. Total probability. You mean you tambah all the probability you have must equals to 1. Dapat lebih pada 1, salah. These two must be satisfied. Kalau dia tak satisfied, then it is not random variables. It is not probability. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the example. Okay. Show that fx is equals to x squared over 55 for x is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a probability distribution function of a discrete random variables. How many characteristics you need to follow to show that it is a probability distribution function? 2. Okay, so apa syarat dia? Yang pertama. Okay, just before that. Kalau dia bagi dalam general macam ni, fx equals to x squared over 55, okay, let's make a table. Okay, let's fill up this table. Put your value 1. Put your value 1 into X here. So kita akan dapat 1 square. Okay, 1 square is what? 1 over 55. Okay, now put 2 into your X square. Letakkan 2. 2 kuasa 2 dapat berapa? 4. Okay. Masukkan 3 pula. Masuk 3 dekat sini. 3 square. Okay. 3 squared is 4 square. 5 square over 55. Okay. Right. Jangan square yang nombor je. Jangan square 1 square je. Over 55 lah. Okay. Over 55. Okay. Now look at our probability. Okay. The first characteristics. The first conditions. Okay. What is the first condition? The probability must be between 0 and 1. Is 1 over 55 is between 0 and 1? Inclusively? Yes. 4 over 55, is it between 0 and 1? Yes. 9 over 55? Is it between 0 and 1? Yes. 16 over 25? Yes. 25 over 55? Yes. It is between 0 and 1. Okay. So just write down this one. Okay. Fx is between 0 and 1 inclusively for each value of x. Okay. What is the second condition? It is a probability distribution function. Total probability must be at all the probabilities dapat 1. Then you can make these conclusions. Okay. Therefore, Fx is a probability distribution function of a discrete random variable x. Okay. Okay. Hence, find, okay, probability of x equals to 3. Okay, apa maksud fx equals to 3? X equals to 3. 3. Okay, so I said just now, okay, probability of x equals to x. The probability must be probability of x equals to. Okay, so kalau equals to 3, kita boleh terus ambil dekat table. Okay, tengok je sini 3. Okay, we also can write down as f3. Sama je, the same meaning. Okay, f3. Put your 3 into this x. Okay, so you akan dapat apa? 9 over 55. Okay, as easy as that. What if x is greater than 3? Random variable, discrete random variable, dia tak ambil simbol greater than. No, cannot. Okay, dia mesti equals to. Okay, so kalau kata greater than 3, apa maksud greater than 3? Lebih besar pada 3. Ini 3, greater than. So kena ambil 4 dengan 5. Very good. Okay, so we'll take the value, the probability of 4 and 5. Okay, apa probability dia? 16 over 55 dengan 25 over 55. 41 over 55. Alright. Next one. Less than or equals to 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Next one. Okay, oh wait. Before that. Okay. We can also do like this one. Nak buat 1 minus bersama 3 pun boleh. Okay. Kalau kata tadi less than or equals to 3, this. Okay. Yang ni dah cari dah tadi. Soalan daripada soalan B. Daripada soalan B. What is soalan B just now? 41, is it? 1 minus 41 over 55. Okay. Nak buat macam tu pun boleh. Sama je. Okay. Alright. D. Okay. What does this mean? Apa maksud dia ni? X is greater than 2 and X is less than or equals to 5. 2 tak masuk. Excluded 2. And less than or equals to 5. Maknanya apa? 2 tak masuk. Maksud dia? 3, 4, 5 masuk tak? Masuk. Okay, 5 masuk. So kita akan ambil 3, 4, 5. Ambil je value dia. Okay. 9 over 55, 16 over 55, and 25 over 55. Okay? Am I right? 10 over 11. Okay. Okay, how about this one? X is greater than or equals to 2 and less than or equals to 4. Semua masuk daripada 2 sampai 4. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Okay? Tambah je lah. 2, 3, 4. 29 over 55. Okay, 29 over 55. Okay, next one. The probability distribution for the random variable x is shown below. Okay, determine the value of k. Determine the value of k. How to find the value of k? Macam mana nak cari value of k? So go back to your characteristics of probability distribution function for random variable x. Dua characteristics tu. Okay, kita tak tahu apa dia punya associated probabilities. We don't know what is the value of k. But this k must be between 0 and 1. So another one. What is the characteristic, the second one? Apa condition for it is a probability distribution function? Total probability must be equals to 1. Okay, follow yang ni. Okay, so tambah je lah. Tambahkan. Tambah semua tu mesti sama dengan 1. Okay, tambah semua tu mesti sama dengan 1. Okay, so nanti kamu akan dapat 10k sama dengan 1, k sama dengan 0.1. Kamu nak tulis 1 per 10 pun boleh. Okay, we change the k into the probabilities. Okay, tukarkan k kepada probability. It's easier for us to see, to find the answers. Okay, so what does it mean by the word exactly to? Exactly to means it refers to equals. Exactly, the word exactly itself, okay, refers to equals. Okay, so we can represent it with x equals to 2. Okay, x equals to 2. X sama dengan 2. Okay, x sama dengan 2. Alright, so x sama dengan 2 ambil daripada table saja. What is it? 0.2. Okay, 0.2. Okay, next. More than 2, lebih besar daripada 2. Change it into max statement first. Okay, dia tak masuk nah. More than tak termasuk 2. Kalau tak termasuk 2 apa dia? 3, 4 dengan 5. Okay, so what are the probabilities? Apa dia punya probabilities? 0.3, 0.1, 0.1. So sum up all those numbers, sum up all the probabilities. Okay, so you're going to get 0.5. At least 2. At least 2 maksud dia apa? Paling sikit 2. So kalau paling sikit 2 mesti greater than or equals to 2. Means included 2. We're going to take the values for x equals to 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, sum up all the values of your probabilities. 0.2, 0.3, 0.1 and another 0.1. Okay, so you're going to get 0.7. Okay, do you know what's the alternative method? What do you think? What is it? What are you going to write down? X greater than or equals to 2. Ada orang mungkin akan buat 1 minus probability of x less than 2. Ataupun nak buat macam ni boleh. Nak buat macam ni pun boleh. Less than or equals to 1 terus. Sama. Same thing. Okay, 1 minus. Okay, so 1 tolak apa ni? Less than 2, tak termasuk 2 ataupun less than or equals to 1. Kita akan ambil 0.1 dengan 0.2. 0.1 tambah 0.2. You're going to get the same value, 0.7 also. Okay? At most 3. What does it mean by at most 3? The paling banyak, very good. Paling banyak 3. The highest value is 3. Okay? So less than or equals to 3. So kita akan ambil value apa? 0, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay, tambah je value dia semua. Okay, nanti dapat apa? 0.8. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay, not TWO. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Included both values. Okay, 1, 2, 3 means include 1 until 3. So what is it? 1, 0.2, 2, 0.2 also, and 3, 0.3. Okay, you're going to get 0.7. Okay, between 1 and 4, you're going to exclude 1 and exclude 4. What is between it? Nombor apa yang berada di antara 1 dan 4? 2 dan 3. Very good. Sum up all the probabilities, the associated probability of x equals to 2 and x equals to 3, you're going to get 0.5.